Whatever Starmer says to us about his relationship with Trump, it's all nonsense. More to the point, Trump has publicly humiliated Starmer at the worst possible time as he loses support by the bucket load within the United Kingdom. In today's video, we will be discussing what has happened, all whilst going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we have new Make Britain Great, again t-shirts available on our store. Go grab them now. They are available at britishstand.com or check the link in the description. Not great news for Britain, is it? Keir Starmer has been publicly snubbed by Donald Trump during the latter's upcoming visit to Europe. Trump will be heading to France to join President Macron for the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral. But here's the kicker. Starmer wasn't even invited. It's rumoured that no one in Washington or Paris thought to include him, and Number 10 seems to be scrambling to save face. Downing Street spin doctors are claiming that Starmer isn't allowed to meet Trump because he hasn't officially become Prime Minister yet. But let's not kid ourselves. That excuse doesn't hold water, especially since Starmer was just in the US a few months ago. You might recall that visit where his sidekick, David Lammy, managed to eat his own body weight in fried chicken, while the Labour team pandered to anyone who would listen. So, why the snub? According to Niall Gardner, a former advisor to Margaret Thatcher, Starmer is simply not taken seriously in Washington. He's seen as weak and woke, the leader of a Labour Party that has spent years bad-mouthing Trump and every US administration that doesn't fit their ideological mould. This is the same Labour Party that's been all too eager to undermine the UK's historic ties with the US, most notably by pushing for the handover of the Chagos Islands, a key strategic base for American interests. And let's be real, there's no special relationship here anymore. Starmer's inability to forge any kind of rapport with Washington is a glaring weakness, not just for him, but for the UK. In contrast, Trump appears to be quite willing to meet with other British figures. Prince William, for example, is set to meet Trump and other dignitaries during this visit, underscoring Starmer's isolation on the world stage. This is nothing short of humiliating for Starmer. He's already struggling to project himself as a capable leader, and being left out of such a high-profile event only reinforces the perception that he's not up to the job. Meanwhile, the current government, under his watch as leader of the opposition, continues to flounder, with no sign of improvement in relations between the UK and the US. So, while the world's leaders gather in France to celebrate, Starmer will be left on the sidelines, unwelcome and irrelevant. This isn't just a snub, it's a statement, and it's not a good one for Britain. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, a petition opposing a potential knighthood for London Mayor Sadiq Khan has surpassed its 50,000 signature target within just 48 hours of launching. The campaign emerged after the Financial Times reported that Khan's name appears on a draft New Year's Honours list, alongside former West Midlands Mayor Andy Street, ex-Schools Minister Nick Gibb, and former Environment Secretary Ranil Jayawardena. The Change.org petition, which has gathered over 60,000 signatures at the time of writing, was initiated by Conservative councillor Matthew Goodwin Freeman from the London Borough of Harrow. He told GB News yesterday, "I'm sorry, he's not a knighted mayor. He's just a nightmare." He added, "You run through his track record as mayor, you realise why he doesn't deserve this. The Mayor of London is also the Police and Crime Commissioner for London, so under his watch, violent crime with injury has gone up 5%. Gun crime has gone up 30%. Knife crime has gone up 13%. Robbery has gone up 10%. So on crime, Sadiq Khan has failed. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's also the Chair of Transport for London. That's another role of the Mayor of London. He promised us 0 days of strikes, and guess what? He's had 140 days more than the previous 2 mayors combined. So there he's failed again. The Conservative councillor has insisted his opposition to the knighthood is not politically motivated, telling the Daily Express, "This is not about party politics. I would happily do another petition against a politician from another party who had a similar track record." The petition argues that knighthoods should be reserved for citizens who have contributed significantly to their communities. The councillor claimed London's transport system was failing, with more strikes occurring under Khan than during Boris Johnson and Ken Livingstone's tenures combined. He also challenged the mayor's ULEZ policy, suggesting it was financially motivated rather than environmental. The councillor pointed to Metropolitan Police figures, showing rising violent crimes under Khan's leadership, while disputing City Hall's claims about reduced air pollution. Howard Cox, founder of Fair Fuel UK and former London mayoral candidate for Reform UK, condemned the potential honour, stating, "Giving Mayor Khan such a prestigious award diminishes its credibility and demeans those who deserve or already have such royal recognition." The Mayor of London's office has declined to comment on the speculation, as has the government. Petition supporters have voiced strong opposition on change.org, with one signatory claiming the ULEZ scheme is a complete farce. Another wrote, "Sadiq Khan does not deserve a knighthood. He is not for Britain or for London. He is against Britain and our people, so no, no, no." Lastly, King Charles has given Princess Kate a special gift in support of her together. At Christmas carol service, despite being absent from last night's proceedings, the King donated countless fir trees that were used to decorate Westminster Abbey for the occasion. The gesture was acknowledged in the order of service, with a heartwarming drawing by Charlie Mackesy accompanying the gift on the cover. It read, "With thanks to His Majesty the King for donating Christmas trees from Windsor Great Park to decorate Westminster Abbey. After the service, these trees will be donated to the local community." The illustration showed a group of people walking through the snow towards the Abbey, with arms around one another. The title read, "How Did I Help? You Were By My Side, Which Was Everything." The programme aligned with this year's carol service theme, which was dedicated to those who have shown love, kindness and empathy to others in their communities, and inspired, counselled, comforted and highlighted how love unites and connects us all. Dubbed the kindness trees, the fir trees were decorated with red handwritten notes, hung by guests, with messages of thanks and kindness towards loved ones. Prince Louis paid a heartfelt note on the kindness tree outside the historic venue, expressing gratitude to his maternal grandparents for playing games with him. It read, "Thank you to Granny and Grandpa because they have played games with me." Buckingham Palace has not released an official reason for the King and Queen's absence. However, the Queen has been scaling back her public appearances while recovering from pneumonia. The Queen missed the outdoor elements of the Qatari state visit, as she has been advised to take time to rest and recover fully. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.